Okay, so some people need to learn how to read fucking titles. I specifically put the title grooming accusations because there's multiple ones, right? So when it comes to that, there's been new developments. I want to talk about that first really quick. The girl that initially accused him of pedophilia retracted and said that she shouldn't have done that. And that I have to fucking appreciate deeply. I absolutely love when people have, enough fucking decency to say, like, I was wrong, let's go back. And even though I wasn't wrong, I was just basically, describing what I was seeing. I have to backtrack and say that apparently she does have brains. She understood that, okay, that's going too far. That could be insulting to some people, as she said it, and it is insulting to some people. But she corrected. Good fucking job. I love that shit. Okay, you get a 1 point on my books because that's very prestigious. Okay. Secondly, I want to reinforce the idea that what he did was still fucking wrong and disgusting. How many times did I say inappropriate in my previous video? Right? Inappropriate, obviously, is not some like, oh, it's like saying silly. It's still fucking bad. And it is pretty fucking disgusting. Which I want to mention is the child pornography thing, which a lot of people are saying like, oh, like appearing that I'm defending it. Here's the thing. I don't think that he should go to jail for it. Okay, because it is a fucking situation again of considering a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old boy, 17-year-old girl. A 17-year-old girl will have much more maturity than a fucking 19-year-old boy. I speak from experience. But with a new case that appeared now with a second girl, and the fucking age gap here is increasing. Apparently he was 20 when she was 17. This starts to become very flimsy, and the predatory thing that I was talking about starts to appear slowly. Okay? Again, with the first case, I wouldn't really like to, because for technicality, sure, you could be correct that it would be child pornography. But think of the situation of a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old. They exchange nudes, the 17 turns 18 and 16 turns 17. They have to take a fucking pause from nudes because they don't want to risk the older to go to fucking jail. That's not how it works, right? But you're telling me, oh, but he's already 19. We're talking about the technicalities. If you want to be technical about it, a lot of people should be in jail. That's what I'm saying. It's because that's the reason why I talk about morality versus legality. But with the second case, this starts, the fucking age gap starts increasing. And that's when I start to realize maybe there's actually other girls. Maybe we start talking about 16s. We start talking about a predatory behavior because it's jumping from girl to girl. With that, I will leave the fucking discussion to you. I believe that with the first one, he shouldn't be in jail for. But if we find out that there's more, the age gap starts increasing a lot. There's a lot of girls that went through the same. That starts indicating predatory behavior. He's basically analyzing and going forward for girls that he thinks are much more immature than him. That shows intention, and that I'll give you a point that it will be child pornography, which is very fucking wrong. Okay, but the main thing that I was talking about is grooming. I don't see it because you have to be a pedophile for it. But everything else being disgusting, inappropriate, sure. The exploitation of power, I'm sorry, I'm just saying that it doesn't exist. I mean, he's a fucking YouTuber. Don't take him too fucking seriously with that. But if he does this with every single fan, he does this with multiple women and with multiple girls and all that, sure, okay? But what I talked about was about, first and foremost, with the developments that I had, which was only one case or one witness. But it was still pretty fucking disgusting. I will not deny that. I'm not defending him there. I'm defending against the fucking grooming accusation, which is a very serious, because it involves pedophilia. Okay, everything else, I understand your fucking point. I'm not discussing that. The video was titled specifically to avoid any confusion, because accusations, there's a plenty of them. And the accusations of him being inappropriate, him losing the 100,000 subscribers, dude, is only natural. By any fucking means, man, you shouldn't even if you're a grown-up with another grown-up, nudes are to avoid, man. It's always a risk that you should, at least be thoughtful of. But in this case, he was doing this with girls that he barely fucking trusted, so you paid a fucking price. That I understand. What I'm saying is a pedophilia, dude. That's all I'm fucking, focusing on. If there was something in the video, you pick up, a small clip where it seems like I'm meaning something else, then I don't. That's not my intention to say that it wasn't fucked up what he did. It was. I'm saying the pedophilia. That is innocent. Yes, he is innocent in pedophilia. But you can be innocent of few things and guilty of others. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Really short video. I hope that answers some questions. See ya.